Hello YouTube fans, this is Danny BS Now. I am showing you my 2001 440EX. It used to be a 400EX when I first got it, bone stock, nothing added to it. I got it about a half a year ago, rode it for a month, and just decided to upgrade it. Well, I'll show you some of the upgrades in this video, and then I'll show you the problem solving of a big bore overheat problem. I found a way to fix that problem and actually drop the temperature on your engine. There's more ways to drop it, but I know this way too, and it's cheaper and everything. Well, first off, I got the +2 Hauser extended A-arms, and they cost me about $800, so they're worth it. They're nice, they're strong, reliable. I got the Hauser extended steering column with a combo kit of the Pro Taper bars. They look nice, they're strong, they don't bend, nothing. I like them. Then I got the +2 Dura Blue axle. They're strong. I believe they have a lifetime warranty also on them. So that's another reason why I got it. I haven't checked in on that yet. Then I got the full bore plastics, race cut fenders too. They came out good. Along with a new renthal O-ring chain. And a set of Baja rims for my front. I haven't done the back ones yet because I haven't bent them yet, which is surprising because I do a lot of jumping with this quad. I also adjusted it for forest racing and jumping, so the suspension is softer. Then I decided to do a little power-wise adjusting. I put the 440 13/1 high compression piston in, the full bore out kit, big bore kit, and then put the big gun pipe on, a slip on only for now. I just wanted to see how it sounds. It sounds pretty good, but I like the HMF sound, so I'm going to get an HMF along with a power bomb header. I will show a later video of all my new upgrades. I plan on actually putting a stage 2 hot cam in. I'm stroking it out and I'm port and polishing it, so it should be a lot faster then. And then I'm going to gear it. I also had to make a set of headlights originally, about yesterday, last night, because I did some late night riding, because the full bore plastics don't come with lights. These blue LED ones are actually pretty nice. They bolt on easy and they come with a kit. Just go to Advanced Auto. Well, on to the overheat problem. Well, people say don't get the bore out kit, don't put a big bore kit in the 400EXs because they overheat. There's a way around that now. I found out, did some research online to check how the oil cooler worked on this quad and see if I can actually make a better one. And it turns out it does work, and I had it on for about maybe 3 or 4 months now, and it's still working pretty damn good. I took a Turbo 350 Chevy 2500 ton oil cooler. Therefore, as in, if you guys don't know, Turbo 350 means that's actually a type of a transmission. It's an automatic transmission with overdrive. I took the oil cooler off. Well, I didn't take one off. I bought one brand new, came with the kit and all, with the hoses, the mounts, everything, and bolted it right onto the front of my frame. If you do this, make sure you tuck it underneath the fender, so if you ever do get behind another quad, don't kick rocks and freaking put a bunch of holes in it, because then if you get an oil leak, then you're going to more likely blow up your engine. You take this right here, you unbolt it, it's the chrome line. I'm sure you guys would see that on your quads, your 400EXs, on whoever's watching this video to figure out this problem. You unbolt it off, take a pipe cutter, not a Sawzall, none of that crap, pipe cutter, cuts it clean, less likely to cause a clog, and cut it evenly. Slowly do it, don't try to rush it or nothing. And then take a brake flare and flare the end of these. These are metal chrome lines, and if you just clamp a hose on, they will come off. These are pressurized lines. You can tell just by the lines how they're designed. These are pressurized lines, so please do that, otherwise you're going to have a leak. Then I took this and bolted it back on, but upside down, so it would go upwards instead of downwards. I ran one hose and put it down to the input down there, inlet, and then the outlet for this side out, down, and onto the end of the hose that leads back to the engine, to the bottom of the block. It doesn't matter if you do it with this to this side or this to that side. They're both inlet and outlet, as long as if it's just a complete circuit. Before I did this, I tested my engine and it was running at 175 to 200 degrees. The hottest it gotten was 200 degrees when I ran it all day long on a 100 degree day with humidity. I took the quad, tested it on the same temperature day with the new oil cooler on, and results show that it actually dropped the temperature by 30 degrees, 30 to 35 degrees, which is great on full-on humidity day. A couple of my buddies, I've told them about this, and they did it. They live up more in California, so they race in more desert areas, and they said it dropped their temperatures too by a lot, so they were enjoying that too. I would highly suggest doing it. It works great. They do sell kits online, but the problem is, though, those kits provide you have to drill and tap your engine, which I would not suggest doing. You have to drill, tap a hole up in there, and then drill or tap a hole right over here. Now, you guys are probably thinking, oh, well, that ain't too hard to do. I'll just do that. I'll buy the kit that's actually meant for it. What you guys don't realize, though, that most people don't, that wind up doing it and finding out later is, where's the shrapnel go that you actually drill? It goes in your block. And all that shrapnel has to go somewhere. It's either in your gears, in your piston, or in your valves, and it fucks up your engine. So in order to do it properly, you would have to take your engine apart. So that means you would have to take the clutch cover off, which means drain your oil and stuff, and take your rocker arm cover off and drill and tap that too, so you wouldn't get any problems. My way's easier, it's quicker, it takes at least, if you know how to do it quickly, you've done research and stuff, it'll take you 10 minutes latest. If you take your time, you're more likely to do it right. It'll take you about a good 20 to 25 minutes. So far, it's been working good. The squad runs great. I will put an updated video when I do get all my mods in. I'm stroking it out. I'm port and polishing it. I'm putting the Stage 2 hot cam in. Well, actually, I'm going to be putting a Stage 3 hot cam in now. I have the Stage 2, but I got to put a Stage 3 in now due to the stroke out kit I'm going to be putting in. The only reason why was the idiots who put my engine together didn't torque down my head to specifications. It blew the head gasket and warped my head, and they never put a pin in for my cam. I only sent it to them because I didn't feel like doing the job myself. I thought it'd be just smooth and easy. I should have just done it myself. So if you guys are professionals at this, do it yourself. It's quick and easy to just take your own engine to a machine shop and doing it yourself. Timings are easy on these things, and torque specifications usually run at 30 pounds. I torqued it to 35 pounds. It works good. It's a lot better. I just torqued it down because it was a fresh engine. Sometimes they do loosen a little. I check all my everything after in the end. I do use Loctite and all that stuff. This quad's been running great for me. These 400 Honda's a really good quad. They always last a long time. They're great and reliable. But enough about that. Another suggestion for the 400EXs is, I'm sure some of you guys know this, it's the block-off kit. Reason why I got it, I liked my emergency brake, but I soon realized why I needed to put a block-off kit in. If you guys look at my rotor, you notice it's all scraped down. There's right here, you can see a lip to it on both ends. And that's on both sides, actually. Well, emergency brakes tend to stick after you do some mudding or riding through sand, and it screws up your rotors pretty bad, and it'll wear down your pads quick. I would suggest getting rid of them. This actually took off 1/16 of an inch on both sides of my rotor, which means it shortened the life by a lot. I got to get a new rotor. I'm going to get a nice new racing slotted rotor for it, so I get a little more stopping power, even though you just slide when you do it. But otherwise, it's easy to do it. It connects all the way up to here, up to where your clutch handle is. You could keep your clutch handle, the original one on there, but I personally wanted to put a new one on that would only allow me to just use 2 of my fingers, an MSR one. It's a little worn down now, but when you take it off, you do not have to save this button on it. It was the thing where it allowed it so you could start it in gear. Well, it wouldn't start up if you didn't have the clutch pulled in when you're in gear. The only time when it did that was if this button, when you release the clutch, this button would actually push in, which killed it. It was like a kill switch type of a safety mechanism, which allowed it so you wouldn't start it in gear unless you pulled in the clutch without trying to blow your starter or something. Now, I kept this on because I didn't feel like having dangling. I just did this real quick. I can easily just take these wires and re-wrap them back into this thing. I just didn't feel like doing it right now. You can eliminate this thing, this box, and just wrap it right back in there or electrical tape it so it's out of the way so it don't look like a hack job. This ain't too much of a hack job. I just wanted to do it quick because I was sort of in a hurry. But when this is gone, if you do not have your clutch pulled in, your quad will start while in gear, which means it'll try to take off, and either you will start up and go right away, or you will blow your starter. So I suggest making sure you pull in your clutch when you eliminate that safety switch. But otherwise, this quad's great. It's reliable. It runs good and everything. I highly recommend sticking with the 400s, but I don't like the part that they don't make them liquid cool, so I'm going to be, after I race this out, I'm actually going to be getting a new Can-Am DS 450. Once I get that, that's going to really be a lot more fun. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions and all, please don't be afraid to comment or message me up, and I will try to help you solve any problems with your Honda. I have a lot of experience working on these things a lot. I've always rode Honda a lot. I got a TRX440EX and everything. I just wanted to get the Can-Am due to that they're actually really fast. But I actually took this thing out last night. Just the bore-out kit alone and exhaust, along with a new carb. By the way, a carburetor, I did get the 440 Edelbrock Signature carb. It sucks. Don't get it. It doesn't have a crisp throttle response, nothing. It's garbage. I actually got rid of that. Didn't jet out my carb. I actually bought a TRX440R carb, and it works terrific. You get a fast throttle response, a lot of high-end, low-end power, and this freaking quad's amazing. Well, anyways, just along with the bore-out kit, the carb, and the exhaust, this thing right here, I actually went up with my buddies. They had the Raptor 700Rs. One kit had a stock one. The other one just had an HMF exhaust with a front sprocket that was 1 tooth bigger. That thing's actually pretty cool. It's fast and all that, and all, but I don't know. They're too top heavy. But I kept up with the stock one actually until he finally got into 6th gear. That's when he pulled away because this is only a 5-speed. I kept right up with him. Like literally, I was right on his ass the whole entire time until he finally got into 6th gear, which is 1 more gear than this quad. I guarantee when I'm done stroking it out, port and polishing it, and putting the stage 3 cam in, and when I gear it, this thing will beat it. I'm going to make sure that I do run cam 2 fuel on this thing because I like to keep the engine running clean and all. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any questions and all, comment and stuff, and subscribe because I will put up more videos and all. And enjoy riding. Have a nice day, people.